Can you just look on bubble at the craft arm? Because I just want to see how much room that I have. Oh, it's kind of very marbly, this rock. Oh yeah, okay. So I got some room over there.
Yeah, I don't think it's too far, right?
Yeah, that should be okay. This rock is very round where I'm like perched on, and it's making it very unstable. I don't really like how much I'm moving around.
There's a bunch by the Niskins.
Yeah. That's not where I got spot either. Good thing sea stars don't move very fast.
He's actually terrified, running as fast as he can.
I think he's frozen in fear.
Yeah. Yeah, we sampled that a little bit earlier.
Would you like me to follow the arm?
Yeah. So, what do you think? Am I actually going to have to grab some of the star, do you think, Steve?
Yeah, I think you can probably grab the star and then grab the branch, and it'll probably break off if you twist it.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you
And
can
then,
get it both. Yeah.
yeah, and then are we going for the starboard for all of that then?
Yeah, that seems to be the easiest.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna lower my grip force, so I'm not really squishing it too bad here. Okay, we can zoom in, please. That's good.
Yeah, I think anything like this bit is ideal. The star plus anything around it.
Okay.
And then if the upper parts of the branch come along too, that's okay.
It's the unstable herc that's really gonna make it challenging. Every time I move the arm, then herc twists a little bit. something like that.
That's good.
Okay, come wide, please.
We can actually refer to this as one sample, I think. These two. One.
Okay, I'll bring it around. Okay, we can go to the dye level. Or sorry, the samples level. Just need you to change cameras for me.
I think this is, it's yeah, this, yeah. It's a really big piece.
I'm just going to isolate the thruster. Might move us a little bit, but we'll see how that does. And can you open the door?
Yeah.
This can go in E right
E.
on top.
Okay.
For the coral, you can stuff it in. We don't need it to be particularly intact. We're going to chop it up into smaller pieces anyway.
Okay. Can I try and clean that up a little bit?
You know, I think we have plenty of tissue there. If you wanted to cut off what's hanging outside the box and just...
Or we could just close the box and let it hang out. So yeah, sure, why don't we just close the box a bit there. Let's see how that does. We can always kind of poke it in a little if we need to. Yeah, I have most of it in there anyway. Okay, so
All right.
let's go. We can leave that for the now, and then we'll go back to the dive solo.
Go back?
Yeah.
And that's sample 080. Thank you.
And then you just, can I get a piece of this one here? Or, oh, sorry, you wanted a piece of that side, that uneaten side.
Yeah, can you tilt up a little bit?
Yep.
So I was thinking like one of these two branches.
Sure.
Yeah, somewhere cutting it like around there is fine.
Okay, ready.
Or both of them, whatever you can get.
Okay, so I can reach that. We'll zoom in, please. Don't think I can quite reach. Okay, I'm gonna have to move. Okay, we'll come wide.
Something closer is fine too, if this is
I think
better.
because I turned off my thruster, I kind of slid down the little hill, but Might be able to grab. Oh, it's just out of my reach, and I'm like, the more that I'm slipping off the hill right now anyway. Okay, I'm gonna readjust. I'll leave that thruster isolated and then see if I can make myself a little more stable. Zoom in, please. Yeah, it's good. That one I just kind of poked. Is that
Yeah,
what
that's
you were
perfect.
thinking?
Yeah. 15 centimeters or so.
Do you want that kind of right at where the Y's off there?
No, just one of the branches is fine.
One of the branches?
Yeah.
Okay. Happy there?
Yeah.
Go come wide, please. And salvo.
This going in the box. Starboard.
Yeah, starboard box. Let's put this one in B.
Okay. Yeah. Starboard box B has a small rock in it. You can put that on top.
Okay, I can open up the box. That's good.
Can you put in the sample, the description, call this one GI? Just put GI somewhere in the description.
Nice.
just wants to stand up.
Rocks are too big in there.
I think it's just you can see in the, it's just like the top, maybe like 2 inches. That might get a little bit disturbed. For the most part, it's in there.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, let's just close the box. Probably better of me than kind of beating it up. Are we going to do another?
Yeah, I think we can do one. We're going to do one
Just
more,
stop
but we'll
there,
put it
Michael?
in the forward box.
Oh, the forward box? Okay.
Yeah, for the
All right,
last one.
we'll close this
Any
one.
floaty things in there?
Nothing floaty.
Do you want to dive?
Yep.
And for the last bit, this colony off to the right, just behind your arm, we're going to take a piece off of that colony
Okay.
in approximately the same size,
Okay.
just like you just took for the last one.
Dan said that was a pleasure to watch, Josh.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Dan. Okay, we'll zoom in, please.
Ah,
Okay, that's good there.
Maybe one of those or even something closer is fine.
Okay,
Actually, you know
yeah.
what?
Do you want me to get this guy
Just to
here?
be safe, yeah, there's a little bit of damage there. Maybe, yeah, something lower down.
Like here?
Yeah, yeah, that looks good.
Okay. Might be, do you want me to just get one little stem? Because if I cut there, it's going to be sort of one.
Yeah, one little piece is enough. We don't need
piece.
a big branch for this one.
I don't like that very much. Can you come wide, please? Turning my heading a little bit. Hopefully I don't slip off the rock. Okay, let's zoom in, please. That's good. Let's see. Maybe that up here.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, come wide, please.
Nice.
And you said forward box.
Yeah, forward lambda.
Lambda.
There's some other stuff in there, but it's all different, so it's all good.
Okay. So make sure I'm rocked all the way back. We can tool tray out.
Tool trail.
And that's good there. And can you hit the porch light?
Yeah.
Lambda, this side. The one with all the other stuff.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, and close that up.
That should be 82, right? Yeah, good.
Yep, 082.
All right. So that's it for me.
Great.
The starboard box, that'll seal right. Even though the branch is sticking out.
It'll seal.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for that. I'm all done.
Yeah. Thanks,
and
Steve. That was awesome.
go forth and collect rocks.
Sure.
Mahalo, Steve. Am I on? Hello? My thing isn't working. I can't hear myself. Oh, there we go. Now I hear me. Thank you. Sorry. I was definitely unmuted. Hey, thank you, Steve. That was cool to watch. Aloha, mai kako. Welcome to the Unmuted
awesome.
Show.
That looks so hard.
You're officially with the You're on Mute. What? Oh, you're muted. Watch. So as we settle in, please feel free to pop some questions in the chat, and we'll get started with our evening. Mahalo nui for joining us.
All right, are
I'm
we
going to
thinking
mute.
about continuing on or exploring more here? Oh, scientists aren't quite ready yet.
I'd love to poke around this
All right.
rock a little bit. Looks
Uh,
amazing.
Yeah, I think we're going to stay here
Sounds good.
The
for a little
ground
bit.
fault?
Is that right?
We have a DC
No,
ground
I think
fault?
we're, I mean,
Probably is a
whatever.
craft.
That's a craft.
Yeah,
so
we can
I'm
probably just
gonna
move on.
Turn this
Oh,
off.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Steve was happy with all
I'm
the samples he
gonna
got.
go
And
here.
the
Okay.
great triad.
Yeah, that was great.
Move along, try to get to the top, because there is a chance that if we get to the top kind of early, there's a small little C-mounted little conical feature in the middle of this fault, just to the south here.
Okay.
Be interested to see what's there.
I don't know if the way you're turning, if that's putting in the ramp or taking it out.
That is putting it in. Turn to port. So I can just come around. I'll take that tether wrap out.
Cool.
So if the number's positive, I always remember if the number's positive, turn port.
Cool. Got it out.
So what
Is the porch light still on?
Oh, yes it is.
Yeah,
I'll
it
turn
is.
it on.
Okay, thanks. What is my...
So I think the consensus was to poke around the rock for a minute and then get on up to this high point right here, where waypoint 3 is, or are you looking for waypoint 4?
Let's go to waypoint 3, of course, first.
Well, they're on the same way, which is
Yeah. Yeah, Liz, you pick and choose what you want to see here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It's huge.
Emma, I'm sending HiPAC out on satellite right now. Can you kind of show us where we are and where we're going?
Sounds good. So we are right here. This right here is Hercules and Argus, and our ship is obviously the green boat. And we just collected samples there. And we are heading to waypoint 3 and waypoint 4 on the top of this ridge right here. So yeah.
Okay, great.
And
So it sounds like they've done sufficient sampling of the biology along this trip. And they got plenty of rocks too, but always willing to take a rock or a sample if you see it's fit. And we're going to continue on with the observations and work our way up toward these peaks. And as I was mentioned before, if there is a chance, and we're a little ahead of schedule, there's a small peak a little bit to the south in the valley that may be of interest, but it'd probably require us to motor a little bit and then drop down to it, if that, however you want to try to do that, Josh, if we get that far.
for those watching also, this is Johnson Atoll right here, and we are right here.
Oh, sorry, Emma.
Yeah, you're good. So you were saying you wanted to get to this peak right here? Or?
Yeah, just to waypoint 3. But if you expand that out, I'll kind of show you the other target we're interested in. Okay, a little bit more to the south. A little bit more. A little bit more. Yeah, see that little, right there? Exactly.
Oh, so you want to go to waypoint 3 and...
No. Just keep going what we're doing.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to get to the top to waypoint 4. And then depending on our progress, potentially, I'm not sure if we're going to do a mid-water and then drop.
What?
Any idea what this one is? It looks like a new one to me, for me anyway.
Yeah, can we get a little zoom on this?
Sure.
It's a little thinner than the Plex.
Yeah. Taylor, do you have any ideas?
Of what this coral is?
Yeah.
The yellow one?
I'm not quite too sure. Yeah.
Go zoom in, please.
Asako is typing.
Okay. It looks like maybe a bamboo, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
I've
it's
never
this
seen
one,
a yellow one. Yeah. Yep, it's a yellow
Acidity?
bamboo.
Oh, okay.
How do you tell that they're a bamboo?
You can see the dark nodes at intervals along the stalks, kind of like, a piece of bamboo.
You can see little ones right there.
Like
See those little black.
Wow. They're quite large. They look really tall.
Thank you.
Okay, come wide, please.
Yeah, there's just so much to see in every shot.
Yeah, that's a...
Yeah, it's a tough side to work because the current's actually coming from behind. And so it's pushing me into the rock the whole time. You can see the tether kind of laying off and then the current in Atalanta view. So it's a little more challenging to not get too close, and then I have to back up, and that's going to blow all the, throw wash in front of the ROV.
Wow, that's cool.
What just happened?
Are those black corals on the bottom there?
Which ones?
These. Any of those?
Maybe, yeah.
Those ones under the rocks there?
Yeah, even that one.
It's interesting that you have some under that overhang.
Yeah.
Can you zoom in, please?
Yeah, I think that's black there.
Yeah, it looks like it.
The old Bathopathes.
Are those all holdfasts on the rocks?
Yeah, I
that
think they
just
are.
got broken off,
Yeah.
or the
Yeah.
It seems like there's quite a bit of current here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More, this is the most current I've noticed so far.
Oh, really?
Well, it makes sense why there's a lot of corals right here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
They found the spot.
yeah. So we have our first question for the night. Would anybody be able to guess how old are these corals, age-wise? Our coral expert did exit the van. He
I know
probably
some
would've
of
had an
them
idea.
Come on,
can
please.
get very old. The taxa we're looking at right now, I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Liz. I appreciate it.
I think like maybe 450 years old, like could
Okay.
be like a number.
Somewhere roughly.
Yeah, I'm not too sure though.
Thank you, Taylor. What is that?
Yeah, the current velocity models predict flow from north to south, I think. Relatively strong. Probably some of the strongest we've seen on the cruise.
Where's the currents at right now? What'd you say? That the currents are pretty
The
strong?
currents are pretty, I mean, they're predicted to be pretty strong
Oh,
based on
cool.
the models.
Oh.
So apparently, not these black corals, but other ones has a species. There's one species of black corals that are known to have individual colonies living over 4,000 years old.
Wow. Awesome. Yep. That's amazing.
Another Bathopathes over there.
Yeah, it looks like
Those bubble gums.
in here and there.
Yeah.
There's two of them there, right? See if I can get a good shot of this one here.
Real nice diversity up here.
I was just
Yeah.
thinking, what?
Part of a coral.
Oops.
Looks like Steve was here.
We'll zoom in, please.
It looks like a paragorgia.
Yeah, okay.
Paragorgia, that one?
Paragorgia, yeah.
Gorgia, thank you.
I don't know which way it's pronounced. I've been
Paragorgia.
switching back and forth. Okay, thank
Right,
you.
we've been trying to figure it out.
I like the color.
Yeah.
I do too, and there's a brittle star again on
Is
it.
that the precious coral that they?
That's a
No.
bubblegum, right?
Bubblegum.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
okay, it's bubblegum.
Yeah. I think hemicuralia is the precious.
It's all right. Come on a little bit there.
Sorry, everybody. You have the biologist on the ship who knows the least about corals.
We're all going with paragorgia.
Did you say that one was the
Yeah.
bubblegum coral?
Yes.
Or different? Oh, that makes
I'll
sense.
jump in.
Hemicuralium.
I'll
that's
have to brush
Yeah.
up on my corals.
Roscoe thought it was a precious.
it. Oh, okay. I don't know anything.
You know a lot.
It's all right. I also thought it was a bubble gun.
Yeah.
I labeled it as a bubble gum.
Okay, Josh, we could probably start heading up the slope again towards waypoint 3.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Bridge nav.
I like like that rock, though.
Can
Good
we
rock.
make a course of 245 at 0.2 knots?
I mean, as a substrate for coral, that is.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful substrate for coral.
I'm expanding my view on rocks.
Oh.
You're broadening.
Come around on the other side of you there.
Yeah.
Well, that was an amazing rock.
Uh,
It's pretty cool.
I'll spin around after you.
Sure.
I'll follow you around,
Okay,
basically.
sounds good.
Pretty
Is
steep
the
cliff
porch
here.
light on again? Still
What
on?
was it?
I should have turned it off. Yeah, it's off.
Okay, we're tilted up a little bit into the lights, I think.
We got another polychaete in the water column.
Oh, cool.
They're pretty easy to recognize by the movement of their, I want to say legs. That's not the term.
I mean, they look like millipedes or centipedes. Are they related somehow?
No, I don't think so.
Good, because I hate millipedes and centipedes.
It's kind of funny that those two are just right next to each other.
Yeah.
I feel like they'd be competing for resources right there.
Wow.
Is that maybe another bathypathes?
Oh, yeah, it's a good call, yeah.
Where'd
in
you see
between there,
that?
the little guy?
It's the little one in between the
Yeah.
two big
Oh,
ones.
yep, I see it. Nice.
Zoom
That's
in, please.
gorgeous.
That's a good shot there.
Get a shot of
Oh,
it.
yeah. Forgot.
And you called it a bathypathes?
The little one,
Yeah.
I believe.
Oh, not
Take
that
your-
one they're
take
looking
your
at right
pick on
now.
the little
No,
one.
above,
The
yeah.
one in the back, right? That's kind of waving around.
That's true.
Yep.
The one that's kind of going, hello.
Say hi to us.
Is
Don't
that us
forget
or is
me.
that the
No,
current?
that's the current.
That's the
Wow.
current.
Wow.
Wow, it's cool.
No, that's the coral.
Is it
That's
pushing
the
you around,
coral, yeah.
the current?
It is, yeah. It
Yeah.
makes it a little harder to keep like stable when I'm floating.
Yeah.
You can even see the particulates sort of like flying by really fast.
Yeah, a little
Come
bit.
a little wider, please.
Oh, yeah, you can see it in the Atalanta cam. And that's exactly the direction that it should be flowing from the models.
Wow.
Are we fighting?
Unless
the current?
Michael's moving it along forward, I can't tell.
No, I can't do that.
It looks like there's a little section of
Yeah.
that one
Yeah,
that's
got munched.
Oh, they got
got
grinded.
eaten and maybe colonized by something else.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh,
that's
interesting.
interesting.
Good
Some
observation,
hydroid or something on
Liz.
there, you know,
At
Like-
first I thought it was behind the coral, that one
That's
piece.
very
Yeah,
odd.
Yep.
that's really
Like
interesting.
it got grafted.
We were
looks
talking
like.
about that before.
It could be a Po colony.
A what?
A Po colony. It's my last name.
yeah. Okay, oh, come on.
Oh, dang it.
Womp womp.
Boom, boom, psh.
Sorry,
you-
I just took your monitor by
Oh, I
accident.
like that.
And you thought I was tired.
Oh, look at how tall
Another
that
precious.
is.
These are big, big rocks up here, too. Traveling along the flatter portion of this nose, working up toward another peak.
Mm-hmm.
Another one, yay.
Another what?
Another pretty rock with corals on it.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of a circuit.
When that went to the upper left-hand corner looks
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh, yeah, that big fan.
Right? Looks pretty.
Give you the big reveal
Really
here,
is-
you know.
Each of
creeping
these
up
big
on it.
Drum roll,
boulders really
please.
seem to
Wow, they really, yeah.
Little
host these things.
something partially dead or fully dead
Yeah.
there.
Wow.
You're creeping up on it. Are the corals scared?
Yeah, sure are.
Oh, there's a nice selection, yep. All sorts of different ones here.
More really big colonies.
Yeah. What?
Do you see any nodes on this big one?
Any nodes?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I think I do, yeah.
Okay, yeah. That looks like a bamboo.
Yeah. I'm not sure about this pinker one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah.
But I'm getting some good still cameras.
Yeah, I think that big one. I can see some nodes on that big one.
Wow.
Do you want to zoom on that one?
Yeah, let's zoom on this pink one in the middle.
Sure. I was getting nice in the sex in there.
Oh, yeah. It's really cool shot.
We'll zoom in, please.
Oh, it is a
Right, it's
bamboo.
Yeah, that other one was a bamboo too. I saw
Yeah.
the close-up.
'Cause I wonder what that little thing is down there. Is
I
that
hate
a
that one.
crinoid? Just in a weird, or no, sorry, it's a brittle star. It's just, or no, it's a squat lobster. I couldn't tell what it was.
Not the squat
You
lobster.
know,
I went through
right.
everything.
Just go through the list.
Yeah,
Don't
it's one of the above.
Yes.
The lines on this coral are beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, then you can see the other guys in the...
Great. Thank you, Josh.
Oh, come on,
Dave.
please.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Josh and Dave. Michael.
Oh yeah, I'm doing my part.
Steve definitely did a nice job picking this track.
Nice, yeah.
There you go, Rob. Some rocks unobscured by biology.
I'll sing out my favorite Twisted Sister song when I need to.
Really?
And what's the favorite one? Huh?
Stop it, don't make me sing Twisted Sister.
Oh, boy.
Then I have to, like, bang my head. You're going to have to sing it when you find the next rock, okay? It's going to have to happen. I mean, they were blasting AC/DC in the kitchen tonight. It was great.
Got something big and fun over on the left.
So now are we starting to move towards waypoint 3?
Yes,
Is that what we're
we
doing?
are.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Oh, here we are.
up there.
You see us now. Oh. So, aloha crystales, thank you for letting us know about the auto captions on the YouTube. We'll take a look at that to make sure that we can get those up and running so you can have those captions on our YouTube stream.
I haven't seen a
Thank you
sponge
for
in a
letting
while.
us know.
Yeah, can we take a look at the sponge in the center? Yeah, this is coral land.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's coral land. Sorry, I'm starting to yodel. So Rob, I'm going to pass this question on to you. Are these volcanic rocks?
Oh, yes, they are very volcanic. And lava flows, and looks like there's still our friendly manganese coating on everything.
So they're Poliopogon.
I'm sure you said this before, but why are they all coated with manganese?
Well, there's they act as it's a precipitate that
Zoom in,
clings
please.
to the rocks that comes out of the water column for most of these. But there are some other ones. If we do have nodules here, the fluid coming out of the sediments can also adhere to the smaller nodules as well. But most of the stuff we see is manganese and iron manganese and other minerals in the water column precipitating out and adhering to the rocks.
Interesting, thanks.
Oh, that's pretty. I like how the sand has skirted the sponge on the base of the...
Yeah, the ones last night were really kind of like barrel shaped on the top.
It'll come wide, please.
Oh, looks like another big rock. Are we going to be surprised?
The suspense.
I like how the sand is showing the currents like that amidst all the rocks and stuff. And the directions, it's really pretty.
I always wonder how old those ripples are, though.
Right.
Are they from last night, a little bit ago?
Would you be able to figure that out at all, or is that something where they would stay for a period of time like that? I suppose so, huh?
Probably not with just the evidence right there, but we could actually do like a time lapse if we want to do a drop cam or something on these.
Yeah, maybe then you could see
little animation. I mean, there are ways that people have put current meters down there.
Ah.
And if the currents get above a certain amount, they can kind of tell up.
Oh, I see. Cool. Jason has been sending us a lot of messages. One of them, the last one, it says, "Get the guitars ready." Are we going to sing?
Well, if you consider what Twisted Sister did, yeah. Ooh, here's a nice big one.
Wow, where? The rock or the coral?
Left.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
It still amazes me. These seamounts are tens of million years old, like 70, 80, and there's hardly any sediment on top.
Wow.
Maybe part of that is the current pushing it away.
I was just going to ask if the current would have anything to do with that, if it would.
Yeah, I think that probably does have a lot to do with it.
Yeah, because it seems like it's pretty active, and like look at all that moving around.
Yeah,
across
big
the
jelly
screen.
just went by.
Was that what that was?
I think so.
Huh.
It was maybe a siphonophore, but it was hard to tell.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, but you can definitely see the current moving a lot more in this area.
Do you want to get a close-up of that one, Liz?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's another bamboo.
Sorry, which one?
The big one.
Oh, the big guy just in front here. Actually, this might be a cool one for the section too, if I can sit this way.
Yeah, there's some interesting currents that happen around seamounts sometimes. If you have advection of water moving across it,
Okay.
if they're shallow enough, sometimes you get these things called Taylor columns. They're not Taylor and columns, they're Taylor columns. And you actually get like a little spiral of water circling around the top of the seamount.
Huh.
Sometimes
I
that
could
can
see
that can inhibit sedimentation, so it moves all the sediment away from the seamount.
Right, which is almost like sort of like a mini tornado or
Exactly,
something
yeah.
swirl happening where
But
just
it's more of a cylinder instead of just a localized twister.
Interesting. So it would kind of be large throughout the
Yep.
whole water column?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
There have some of them been studied in the Eastern Pacific off of California that have really interesting
Water movements like that?
characteristics and impacts on biology as well.
Rad.
Yeah, so that is another bamboo coral, it looks like.
You're getting some stills of that one too.
Oh, nice.
They did. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm taking some.
Nice.
That is quite
That's a
lovely.
nice shot.
That is really pretty.
Let's still up real quick. Is that good?
Yep.
Beautiful. Nice.
Yeah, that's...
So you can see in that shot really nicely the black proteinaceous nodes,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
white
yeah.
calcium carbonate in between.
Oh. Oh, thank you for pointing that out, Liz.
Yeah, I wouldn't have noticed.
Yeah, because you had mentioned it earlier, but I was having a hard time seeing it. But this one is a lot more distinct for me. I suppose because we're really zoomed in.
Yeah.
But even here you can see, I mean, this one has a lot more movement.
Yeah, the current is really strong.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, my please.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Hopefully that'll be an easy one to get the species on with all that information.
And proteinaceous nodes would make a great band name.
No, I mean that's, yeah, it would be.
Oh, there's another big something up there. Probably another one.
Maybe we can encourage the 4 to 8 watch to take that name.
Which one was it?
Proteinaceous nodes.
Oh.
It's a
They
pretty good
still
one.
haven't been named. I think we've been just naming them.
There's like a little dip here, it looks like, before it
Yeah.
goes back up.
What'd you call it,
Oh,
Taylor?
wow. Breathe in,
Oh, here's
breathe
a nice
out.
one too.
Oh, that's a nice rock. Or
Boulder. Oh,
They're all nice rocks.
now I have Twisted Sister stuck in my head.
Rob likes
That's
his
a
rocks.
nice rock. Bam. Just gonna change the lyrics every time.
Just amazing all the different ones.
Wow,
Yeah, the
yeah, they're so
diversity is really
incredible. It's
high.
so neat.
cool.
You can see the direction of the current from how everything's bended.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take a look at that.
You know, what are those?
Yeah, can we take a look at this?
I've seen a couple of those like that. I'm not sure if
I
that's
wanna
a
say
black.
Chrysogorgia, but
Yeah.
yeah, it looks
I'm gonna come around this way.
Which
and
one are you
face
going
more
for?
into the current.
here.
Ah, thank you.
The bushy ones. Yeah, there's a couple of them
Yeah,
here.
those have been sticking out to me. I feel like we've been seeing a lot more of those.
And also interested in the yellow ones to know if it's a yellow bamboo or if it's a plex.
Yeah.
Mm. And it looks like these rock structures are kind of independent from other, they seem like large, but not so connected to some of the other
Zoom in, please.
structures these corals
Yeah.
are inhabiting.
I think they're like large boulders that fell from a higher region
Okay,
and kind of rolled down.
right. That is so pretty.
Oh, we've got another of that like yellow sort of taking over part of the bamboo.
Yeah.
Down there in the bottom left corner there.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. We've got something in there, maybe a squat lobster.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, but if we could also
oh, yeah,
take a look at
that.
Oh, and there's a black crinoid in the back there. I don't know
Whoa.
that I've seen that one before.
Where?
Yeah.
Sorry, there's too much to look at.
Right. Oh, yeah. That one right there where the dots are going over it right now.
No, to
Yeah,
the bottom right,
here's
just below there.
Oh.
that's a lot, but
Yeah, it is. It's okay. And then there's like a sponge in the back or something that looks like, or a flat, another kind of flat
I
looking
think it
coral.
could be the peduncles.
Not the peduncles. Oh, we got that's a black, is that a brittle star or a
It's a
crinoid
crinoid.
again?
Yeah, it's a crinoid.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah.
Is it alive?
At first I thought it was like a black sea star.
Yeah, it's just black in color.
Oh.
Yep.
It might be this
Yeah. Osco's calling it chryso.
Saphiromitra?
Yeah, Osco's calling the coral a chrysogorgia.
A Chrysler?
Yeah. Chrysogorgia.
Oh, that's a nice shot of the rock.
These are huge.
Is this first time on this boulder?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that another one of those, that white thing that what was that you kept calling it? Oh no, that looks like a holdfast.
Yeah. You thinking of a Xeno?
Yeah.
Xenophyrophore?
Mm-hmm. Xenophyrophore.
Those are more likely to be in the sediment
instead
of on a rock.
We're getting a little closer to where it's going to slope up more now. Almost there.
Yeah, these rocks are like little oases on this flat area. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Getting up out of that boundary layer into the higher flow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
From the perspective of not driving the ROV, it's kind of fun to watch them loom out of the distance and like being above them.
So it's a parade sponge.
I believe so, yeah.
Yep.
When didn't you get on the last watch? It seemed like there was a lot of like sponge gardens. You know, just like a lot of different bigger sponges, and then this one, we're seeing a lot more coral gardens. Cool.
A lot of bamboo. A lot of the big ones seem to be bamboo corals.
Is that it?
Zoom in, please.
One of those skeleton sponges again?
The parade.
That one?
Yeah.
They're so neat looking.
Well, that one looks like it's not doing so well on the bottom part.
Right? It looks like it's about ready to transition, fall off the rock.
Scott, is that maybe hydroids on it? Or no?
Yeah.
Something's all over that sponge.
Yeah, someone was asking at the top of that, is there a branching sponge?
Come wide, please.
Or branching coral inside the
Yeah,
sponge.
sorry.
Oh, is that what that was?
Down the hill.
Do these corals have any like natural predators?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what Steve was going for before when he was collecting it with the
starfish?
sea star.
Oh,
Yeah, the sea star was predating on the sponge, or sorry, on the coral.
That's cool.
That was a big one.
Oh, we're on our way to waypoint 3.
Yeah, let's take a look at this sponge here.
Zoom in, please.
Oh, wow. That looks nice.
Oh, yeah, that might be dead or dying. Oh, a little jelly floated by.
I
like the
I
jellies.
missed it.
Looks like it's got maybe another sponge growing on it. It's good to see. Oh, and a crinoid peeking out from behind it. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, come wide, please.
Um,
Oh.
I'll look at it.
I was looking at the anemone, but
oh, what is that?
Yeah.
Is that the anemone you're looking at?
there is an anemone.
Oh, right there, I see it.
Anemone.
That grapefruit looking thing?
Yeah.
Zoom in, please.
Oh, pretty.
Oh, no, nice.
Is there something dead in the bottom left?
Yeah, another sponge.
It's cool.
Sponge
Oh.
spine.
And
Looks
then
like a stress ball.
anemone. Anemone.
Yeah, it's interesting to see that rock is on top. It looks like a dead sponge piece. So it looks like it rolled down. I mean,
Oh,
or it just tells you how long
cute.
those dead sponges are there.
And how long the anemone has been there.
Exactly.
Probably colonized it after it rolled down.
Yeah.
Interesting,
good
because the way
observation.
it's positioned.
Or is that a
you're
rock?
thinking,
I think that's a sponge.
Is that a
Okay. Yeah,
rock?
that's interesting.
Yeah, thank you.
Just
do it
gives you an
real
idea
quick.
how long those things persist.
Sure.
A little barren here.
What is that
Comparatively.
though, right on the rock?
Another sponge, I believe.
Ah, that.
Another dead one?
No.
A couple of those corals there, long corals.
I can't believe how tall some of those corals were on the last day. That's cool.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, Rob, is this kind of like a, would it be one like sheet of rock that just has little bumpies and not nubbies all over it, or is it just like sandy particles? So
No, I think there's probably a bunch of sand on here, and these rocks are
and
just
the
kind of
rocks
falling
just
down on top
fall
over
in.
there.
Yeah, it kind of looks like there's a lot of rocks.
So we've got some interest in black corals associated with sponges, if we see any more of those.
Yeah, I was reading that.
Oh, very cool.
that another? Oh, I don't know what that is.
You want to take a view of it, or?
Yeah, can we take a quick look at this?
Yep.
It's not too late.
Nope, we're good.
Oh.
Go zoom in, please.
Look at the yellow and pink. It's cool.
Yeah.
Is that the one with zoanthids on it?
I was just thinking.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Maybe.
Sorry, I'm spinning my head.
A lot of brittle stars. Oh yeah, those do look like the zoanthids. And then the smaller polyps are the corals itself.
Yep. Osco confirmed.
Okay,
Thank you.
Great.
Please.
So do the zoanthids in areas a little more stressed or something, do they take advantage of that, or is it just by chance that they occupy?
I think what Steve was saying is that they take over after it's already been harmed in some way.
Okay.
Are these the nodules?
Question of the cruise.
They look like it. But, you know, it seems like there's a bit of a continuum now between what's a rock covered in a manganese.
I mean, this is a huge field.
Versus a small particle that's covered with.
So why are you?
I love the view in Atalanta right now. You
Oh,
can see the
wow.
difference.
Oh, wow.
Like, looks like a little.
Looks like a
river.
riverbed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I envision it. That's why I was kind of envision the nodules as a river.
So why are you interested in nodules, which are ferromanganese, but not interested in the ferromanganese crust on other things?
Well, I mean, we're interested in the ferromanganese crust.
Oh.
But it's just a different type. And we're trying to understand, you know, how and why those little pieces have it.
Got it.
I mean, how is this like riverbed created? This is insane. It's, yeah. And it stops so abruptly too.
Yeah.
The river sticks. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, that might be cooler than the animals we've seen, is just this crazy riverbed.
Yeah. And I'm just wondering if that's, you know, some sort of winnowing effect with the currents that tend to do this too. That they take away the particles and leave the chunks.
Rob, you converted me to geology now.
Be careful.
Well, just addressing some of the questions we're seeing on the chat. Someone asking if we've seen cephalopods. We've seen a few squids on the way down, on the way up, in some of the dives, but I don't believe we've seen any octopus.
Let's take a look at this.
Sorry. We'll address the other questions after.
I would love to see an octopus though. That'd be cool.
Okay, well, zoom in, please.
It's another bamboo. Yeah.
Interesting shape.
And you know it's bamboo by the ridges,
nodes.
the nodes, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's branching at the nodes.
Right, which means it's some kind of
Yeah, I remember Steve telling us.
and not a different kind.
Oscar will come through, she's typing.
And let's take a look at this other one here too. It's like
Zoom in,
reddish. Isadella type bamboo coral was that other one. This is maybe another paragorgia. Yes. The brittle stars seem to really like the paragorgids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, come on, please.
And do the brittle stars eat what comes by through the currents?
Yes. They are also suspension feeders.
Rob, what is different about this area, like the benthic?
Well, I
What
think
it looks
it's
like.
flatter, and I think these are sheet flows.
Oh, okay.
Instead of, you know, where we saw just the bits of particles below in that kind of a riverbed. That just kind of a more of a depositional area. This is, I think these rocks are more intact.
Oh,
Or
okay.
the pavement or whatever you want to call it.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like they're more connected or
Yep.
interesting.
And the large boulders that we saw even earlier that all the corals were on were probably parts of these larger pieces that have fallen down the slope.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah, like here you can kind of see how it dips down just into this next nodule garden. There's a lot of sand down here. Well,
Yeah, interesting. You see the scour around that little rock there, all the sediment there. I think it's scour. It might be deposition too.
this one rock to the far
Yep.
left. And what shows it as being scoured?
Well, I mean, there's no nodule things next to it.
Oh,
So it looks like there's some more different energy regime
oh,
in the flow.
okay. Very cool.
Oh.
Oh, another
copepod.
strand. Oh, copepod. There was a SpongeBob question.
Oh, really?
Yeah, how many of you became interested in marine environments because you grew up watching SpongeBob and Patrick?
Never seen it.
Never seen
Plankton
it either.
King.
I
Yeah.
also am not into it. Sorry, viewer.
Ah.
Sorry, after my time.
No, but
I only watched PBS growing up.
oh, I like PBS. Octonauts. It's true, octonauts will drive the next generation.
Also feels like viewers like.
Have you seen, I think there was a really, the person who created the octonauts came to a forum and shared about why he created it and how he created it and
Is
like
the speed good?
just
or
the
do you wanna go
snippets
faster,
of
or- You
how
happy?
they
think we're
shared
doing
out
good.
marine
Okay.
science information through
Oh, cool.
all the caricatures. It was really cool. It was neat because you could see his passion for it. He really liked it, doing what he was doing.
Rob, how like often do you think like the flows,
Ooh,
currents change in these areas?
Well,
Good
I think there's
question.
probably an evolution through the eruption,
Oh,
and there's a cycle.
can we look at this? I think it's a cucumber there.
Sneaking up on it.
You're very stealthy.
I mean, a lot of these probably start, relatively small eruptions, and then they get to a bigger eruption. And then
Here,
at
zoom
the
in,
end of the
please.
eruptions, it's probably not as robust. And that way you start to get some of these pillows and things like that.
Hey Dave, can we zoom in, please?
And then it changes along the length of the eruption as well.
Oh, look at that.
It's the same one that we've been seeing a lot of.
I know.
That's really interesting. I was just going through some of the other photos and saw 2 other sea cucumbers that weren't this species.
Yeah.
I think it was
But
exciting when we
these
saw the one
seem
that
to
took
be
flight.
pretty common. Oh,
So you can see what we're looking at right now is the mouth. You can see the feeding tentacles poking out from underneath. So it's using those to sift through the sand and pick out the yummiest, juiciest particles.
cool.
Sand.
It's a great image, thank you.
Juicy sand.
Yeah. Not sure how that one works. I've eaten sand a few
Doesn't that
times.
look
It wasn't
yummy?
fun.
Sand particles. It's the best.
But it's really cool to see the
Did you have
little
those when
feeding
you were a kid?
tentacles.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it by the bagful.
That image is going to be helpful for ID as well. There's a few species that look very
I'll come
similar.
with, please.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Yeah, you
tall
can kind of
sand.
see on
Oh,
this
my.
slope here too, the large pieces of rock that kind of starting to fall off the edge of this flow.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna
Off
collect
to the
down below.
side.
Yeah, you see how these are a little separated from
Yeah.
this flow?
Another anemone or something.
Yeah, it's,
Right?
yeah, it looks like another one.
What were those other organisms just right there off to the, what is that taller?
That's a sponge?
Yeah,
It
this
is a sponge?
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we're finally starting to make our way uphill to waypoint 3 now.
Awesome.
I'm surprised we're not seeing more fish. We saw a lot more
Yeah, you're right.
yesterday.
Yeah, that eel was cool.
I guess we were closer to 1,500 meters when we saw them.
Mm.
Do you think they have the same behavior as like reef fish that, tend to feed in the evening or, that time of day kind of influences their feeding habits?
So we're a little too deep for sunlight to reach this depth, so it's really just going to be bioluminescent. So there's probably not a huge diel cycle, so that's a daily cycle. More seasonal changes.
So maybe something more in like the conditions of the ocean, like the temperature
Yeah.
or the currents or...
Yeah, they also, some deep sea fish do migrate.
Oh.
It's not super well known how many do and how far they go.
Interesting.
You can't really tag a deep sea fish and then collect it again. I mean, you could tag it, but you'd probably never see it again.
Do you think we'd have a better chance finding them if Dave had a fisheye lens on the cameras?
Wow. I thought it was super interesting how you're talking about how sometimes when they're young, they go up to surface waters and then they travel back down to the deep.
Yeah.
They make the pilgrimage.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I was saying in certain areas, including off of the big island of Hawaii, you can go diving at night and you can see the larvae of a bunch of deep sea fish just right up in surface waters. There's some really
Probably
beautiful
over
photography.
Conaside.
I wonder what that
Yeah.
is.
I think Conaside would be that more active that way.
Yeah, I forget the name of the person. But there's this one guy who takes these beautiful photos.
A plankton?
Yeah.
Dan Jennings.
Yes, that's it.
Yep, he's
Yeah,
master. He's like the SEM
Yes.
phytoplankton rock star.
They're really gorgeous.
Yeah. He's really cool.
Oh, that's great. Is that a mushroom?
Yeah.
Hey.
Wow.
Yeah,
One of its polyps is retracted.
Yeah.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Is that retracted or growing?
I think it's retracted. I believe they periodically pull it in to scrape the particles off of the feathery.
Oh, that's cool.
Like tentacles.
Pretty.
Oh, come on, please.
Pasco provided the species for us.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're making me miss Dan. He's been coming up in like several conversations over the past few days. Yeah, it's interesting because I've been wanting to reach out to him too.
Have you met him?
Oh yeah, I worked with him forever.
Oh,
yeah, he was one of my students in the Kealoha STEM program when he first came to UH Hilo.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and he was really super stoked. Yeah, his passion for plankton is really cool. And photography, the artistry, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like pretty much a talus slope with all these broken pieces of basalt. So I'm not surprised there's not a lot of corals here. It could be active mass wasting periodically.
Yeah, and we're not seeing those independent. Is that what you just said? Those big, large boulders.
Yeah, exactly. Well, at least the big, large boulders are kind of usually settle in a flatter area.
And so, yeah, we're going up a slope right now, right here, right?
Yep.
Still working.
Those are my favorite.
Those crinoids?
Yeah, that red one.
Yeah, we haven't seen one of those in a while.
Yeah. They seem to be common where there aren't many other things around. They're kind of always on their own.
Interesting.
Zoom in, please.
Do you think that's because they're there, but we just don't see them and we look at the other ones, or do you think they are?
I mean, I've seen them sometimes, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
This could be viewer bias.
Just palm tree looking thing?
Yeah.
What is that again? A crinoid again?
Yep. Oh, it's stalked as a little loop.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, and it's got a little shrimp on it.
Ooh.
A little redundant.
What?
Stop it.
My goodness.
I know. You're on a roll.
Yeah, he is.
I
like the shrimp friends.
Come on, please.
Come on, hopefully you can spell shrimp.
Well, that's okay with fronds like those. Who needs an
Ouch.
What?
That one
It
hurt.
can't all be good. I was still laughing at Michael's PBS joke that nobody gave him props.
Yeah,
Wait,
I wasn't on SPO.
Nobody gave him
I
props.
gave him props for it.
I wasn't on
That's the
SPO.
joke.
I wasn't on SPO. I realized that I wasn't on SPO.
Darn.
But it's okay. It's okay.
That
It's
was
fine. It was just a
hilarious.
comment.
You're going to have
Gotta
to
put
tell
him
the
out
joke
there,
again.
Michael.
now.
Well, the moment's
Another
passed.
cucumber.
There's a moment.
Good feeling gone. Good feeling gone.
It's a go.
When the moment comes again, you should make the joke.
Emma, you didn't catch that one, did you?
Nope.
Good feeling gone.
Got it. I like it.
Hey. Ooh. There's the sea cucumber.
This one I think is Hansenothuria, but I don't know.
Is it a different species than the one we saw just a bit ago?
I think so.
It appears more purple.
Yeah, this is a Hansenothuria, I believe, in that genus. The other one was different, but could be related.
Shoot.
Yeah. Yeah, the close zooms are really helpful for the ID. This one, it's you can see again the feeding tentacles. They're kind of up on the rock.
Okay, sorry, let me start over. Let's zoom up, please.
It's okay.
Just got on top of a little marble.
Oh, so the feeding tentacles were on the rock, not on the sand.
I think so.
Okay, let's zoom in, please.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Wow.
I like those tentacles. That's cool.
They're such a beautiful color.
They are. That's really pretty, and I like how you can still see through their body into.
Yep.
What are those
Thank
little
you.
freckly
Okay,
spots in there? Is that underneath? Is just that part of their skin pattern?
It's like
or?
little bumps on their skin, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're self-conscious about those, so I wouldn't mention them.
I don't want to talk about the bumps.
Yeah.
They're part of the phylum Echinodermata, which means spiny skin.
Oh.
So that includes sea stars, the crinoids that we've been seeing, the sea lilies, as well as sea urchins.
Yeah.
Most of them have spines in their skins. The sea cucumbers are some of the softer members of that phylum. Although a lot of the shallow water ones do have spiny skin still. They also all are arranged in 5, like they have symmetry in like a 5. Yeah.
Pentaradial.
Yes. Oh, there's even another one. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, this is high abundance.
I was just thinking, Liz, on our last watch, we didn't really see a lot of sea cucumbers.
Mm-hmm. That one. It's another one of those.
They're the same as the last.
Yeah, not the last, but the one before it.
Right. Huh.
Cold. Oh, yeah.
And what are the predators of the sea cucumber?
What are the what?
Predators.
Yeah, what eats sea
Slurp
cucumber?
guns.
Is that not quite known yet? We still need to explore.
Yeah, I can guess that some of the fish, but they might not have many, to be honest. They're decently large and not very nutritious. I mean, they're mostly water.
So you're saying it's like cucumber water?
Yeah. You want to come up into the lab later and take a look?
Yes. I want to see the cucumber water.
The old sea pickle juice.
Ah.
Oh
Hey,
boy.
sea pickle juice.
No.
Did anybody ever read Pickle Juice?
No.
Me neither.
Oh.
It was a good book, though. It was Pickle Juice. It's supposed to help you get rid of your pimples.
Let's look at this coral coming up.
And there's another sponge skeleton there in the sand.
Oh, zoom in, please.
There's 2 of them.
Oh, wow.
Is that another one with zoanthids on it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so.
interesting, yeah.
I wonder why these same species of sponges just are dead everywhere.
Yeah. I keep noticing them.
They all
everywhere,
look the
yeah.
same.
That's why I was asking about the changes in the flow. I wonder if, like, you know, maybe it used to be a higher flow area, and then when we see a bunch of dead skeletons, but not a lot of living ones, but I don't know. Or they just tumble downhill from somewhere else.
Yeah, or they just last forever.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's
like
what I
maybe
was wondering too,
hundreds
like,
of years ago there was more current.
What is that? Is that
It's another
another crinoid?
Yeah, that same species we've been seeing.
Yeah.
Another anemone.
Lots of loose pillows on the slope.
Mm-hmm.
They don't look very comfortable.
No.
Is that why they call it a seabed?
You just have so many dad jokes going on this time. Oh my goodness.
Well, there are the sheet flows.
It hurts.
Covered in a blanket of sand.
Is it getting late? Are we getting tired?
Oh.
It's only 9:30.
Oh, we got some more trivia questions from Luis CK. I'm trying. What is that?
No idea.
So Luis CK asked us, who was the first European credited with setting sail in the Pacific Ocean?
No idea.
In 1513, Vasco Nens de Balboa, transversed the Panama Isthmus and reached the Pacific Ocean, making him the first.
That's so neat.
I would think, okay, yeah, I think keyword is European.
Yes.
So I'm like, Polynesians been voyaging the Pacific way before the 1500s. Not to be confused with Portuguese navigator Ferdinand.
Oh, another cucumber.
Hey, we're getting some luck over it. Oh, and that's another dark purple one.
Yeah, those are the two that we've been seeing a lot of.
And I know I might have asked you this before. Are they from the same genus?
I think so.
Okay.
The purple ones, I'm pretty confident in the genus. Those lighter colored ones, that could be one of two different genera,
Okay.
and I'm not confident.
Okay.
So.
Well, thank you, Liz.
Yeah, just being honest.
Yeah. No, that's the most important thing.
I think they're actually in different families. I think they're actually very different.
Okay.
That's a lumpy one.
That's quite large, right?
That's another Hansenothuria, but
oh, you can see it's
a little more compact.
Are those his little feet on the bottom there?
No, I think that's just the shadow. They do have tube feet, but I don't think you can see them.
That pink thing,
I think it's just the light going through the cucumber is pink, because it's translucent.
No, on the bottom of them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
It's just their shadow.
It looks like nubbies of something.
Look on my, please.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I've taken over the watch and turned it into cucumber watch.
I do not mind. It's so fun.
There's a lot of comment.
It's fine. We need to make it up here. So another sponge right here.
Yeah.
I think we're making up for the last watch since there weren't a lot of cucumbers in that one. And I think our ghost has visited us in the studio. The chairs keep going back and forth.
I think he might just be encountering waves.
Yeah, don't spoil my dream.
What, did you have a dream this morning or this
I
afternoon?
had a lot. I didn't get to have a dream this afternoon. I ate ice cream instead.
Ooh.
Yeah, sponge and a coral there.
Yeah. So some of the questions that did come through the chat, I don't think we've seen any. Have we seen any? We've seen some cephalopods on this expedition, like very few, right? I was just skimming through some of the pictures.
Some surface ones.
Yeah.
We've seen some squid.
In the water column. Oh, yeah, thank you. Hello. And then have you seen any hydranous pink corals? I'm not too sure. There are a lot of corals that are pink. I'm not sure if they're that particular one.
Paragorgia?
Looks like it.
What was that? Paragorgia.
Yeah, no zoanthids either.
No.
Pretty.
I wonder if the brittle stars harm it and that lets the zoanthids in.
Liz, we do have some sea cucumber questions. I do believe you've answered this before, but what happens to deep sea cucumbers when they are brought up to the surface?
They don't do very well. They're very well adapted to cold temperature cold temperature, high pressure. So when we bring them up to the surface, they sort of melt.
Thank you, Liz. Oh.
They do still look really cool on the
no.
surface, though. I will say, Liz.
There's a wee fish.
They're trying to get me to say it.
Zoom in, please.
Where was it?
That's another cusk eel.
That was the.
Basocetus.
And then
Always turn your back on you.
They have that really bulbous head. They kind of look like tadpoles. Yeah, but with fins.
oh, there's that fish again. And you said that is not an eel because they have the two little...
They have fins, yeah, pectoral fins.
Thank you. I was going to say, would you call them pectoral fins?
Yep.
Sponges now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to call that last one paragorgia. I'm not sure what we called it.
What's this up to the... Oh, sorry, never mind, it's a crinoid. It looked really weird for a second.
And are we still... Let's see, I'm just looking.
Another dead sponge.
I have a question about Johnston Atoll. I was wondering if we were talking about the crazy ants, the yellow crazy ants. Are there any other invasive species on there that are hurting the ecosystem, or is everything that's been brought living harmoniously?
Yeah, there are not any true detrimental exotic species that are hurting other species, but certainly there's a lot that can be done with the vegetation. There's some vegetation that's just
Zoom in, please.
not the best for the birds to nest on. So one of the plans in the future is to rid Johnston of certain species of plants that are just not great for the seabirds, and revegetating with nesting pairs of boobies and retrotropic birds. Yeah.
And those owls too.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
And we still don't know how the owls got to Johnston.
Yeah, that was a huge surprise to the scientific community.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, it's incredible
That was awesome.
to see them out there. It's just
It's amazing because it's like a gift to be able to see them in Hawaii. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's we always say it's a man nui, like a big thing if the pueo comes in front of us or like, and we'll often see them at night, like driving home from wherever we're going, like right at dusk or something. They'll come out.
Oh yeah, it's another blind lobster.
They're out of the sandmore.
A blind lobster. Sorry.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, these guys are really cool.
How many have we seen in these since the first dive of these?
Is this the first one?
Third one that I've seen.
Yeah.
Third.
Yeah, this is the third or fourth.
They might have seen them on other shifts.
A what lobster?
Blind.
Blind lobster.
It's not the same as that other one that we saw that was more buried in the sand, kind of a darker purple. Oh, it is.
This one
okay,
looks
great.
less pink.
It just looks more pink this time. Ah. Very cool. I wonder if their meat is tasty, if like they're yummy, like the other lobsters.
Watching that cusk eel swim was really cool to see that tail. It was really neat.
Yeah. So was the shading of that cusk eel just like it looked lighter than the other ones that we've seen?
It might be a different species.
Oh.
No, I think it's a different species.
Okay.
But I think it's in that same genus, Basocetus.
Okay.
You tell the difference between them by the scales on the head, whether there's scales or no scales on the head. I learned something about this from
okay.
A couple of cruises ago, but I don't remember what the differences are, other than scales or no scales on the head.
One really cool thing that was discovered in Johnston, we were not allowed to eat the coconuts. And there were botanists who came and they actually determined that those coconut palms in Johnston are actually their own species. They're endemic to Johnston.
What? Wow.
That's wild.
Yeah, let's get a zoom on this.
That was quite a shocking.
Interesting that they. Do you think that they just became their own species like, after being introduced, or they like?
Apparently, those actually what they have determined is that they got there centuries ago.
Wow.
Yeah, there's just floating coconuts, and they have evolved in Johnston.
Like floating coconuts, and they made their way.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
Did you eat them though? You said?
No. They told us that they told the volunteers they couldn't harvest them because there's not that many of those palm trees out there, and they're endemic to Johnston.
I see. Oh, okay. And I wondered if they would have like sequestered any of the
anatomy on the backside
toxins
too.
from
Yeah,
the
let's go
sediment.
to anemone afterwards.
That's another possibility.
Wow, that's a big one.
Ooh, is that another anemone in the back there?
Wow.
That looks like a bigger one or a different color and longer. I'm not going to say tentacles.
Yeah, those are tentacles.
Oh, thank you. Sometimes, you got to be careful.
If they're used just for feeding, then they're tentacles.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen this one yet.
Right?
Yeah, I don't remember seeing this.
You can push in if you want.
That's beautiful.
Look at please.
Oh, that's really pretty.
Cerianthus.
Yeah, that's what Osico was calling it.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Jumping Cerianthus.
It's a jumping Cerianthus?
Maybe.
Oh.
So Yvonne, you were saying that climate change is going to maybe make Johnston Atoll become a lot smaller. Is there any plans to help conserve it, or?
No, there's not much that can be done other than bring in vegetation that retains some of the shoreline around these all these atolls in Papahanaumokuakea here in the Pacific remote islands as well.
Let's look at the sponge.
But it was a shocker to see a lot of these structures that were built in Johnston just to be breaking apart, and from the wave action we're talking about structures that you will think of them as much more resilient. We're talking about artificial structures that were made of concrete and other materials, and
zoom in, please.
Just amazing what the ocean can do to those structures in a matter of a few decades. Yeah, and as sea level rises, it's
So maybe the vegetation can like regrow and repair itself as it gets beaten down.
At least for the very few areas that have sand in Johnston, there's only a very
little
few
baby
pockets.
crinoid up top.
Might be worth a while.
And
brittle star below.
Yeah, brittle star.
And a fish.
And the Bazacetus.
Fish are friends.
It's a little guy.
So you think that sponge just occupied that dead stalk, or?
Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
Wow.
Cool.
It's going backwards.
That's a good indicator of the current.
Yeah.
Trying.
Come on, please.
Oh no.
Where's it going?
Big rock.
Yeah, the images of these rocks remind me of, like, I don't know if you ever did it when you were a
Looks like
kid,
there was
but
an umbellula down there.
I would pick up the sand and dribble it and then make little rock, sand castles with it. That's what the rocks look like right now. Those ones that we just passed. What is that down there?
That was a good one.
Oh, look how all these sheet flows just covering everything here.
Let's look at this. Can't tell what that is. Maybe another Victorgorgia? No.
There are corals here, but they all seem kind of smaller.
Zoom in, please.
Yeah, compared to the ones we were seeing on those larger
I think that
boulders.
is a Victorgorgia.
Yeah. That's a good eye.
It's a pretty electric purple there.
Yeah.
I was going
I
to
think
say,
they're kind of the only purple ones we've been seeing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, these are all really small. Yeah, there's some yellow ones just ahead too there, Josh, if you get a look
Okay,
at.
sure. Come water, please.
Yeah, a couple of them there.
Yeah.
Almost.
Solid.
Get a 2 for look.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not quite. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, go for it.
I want to look at that afterwards.
Okay.
Bouncy.
Another Victorgorgia there.
And a Plexaurid?
That's what I'm wondering. I can't tell if it's a yellow
very
bamboo or Plexaurid.
Bushy. I don't see nodes.
No.
Oh, it looks like black coral. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Okay. Come on.
And then there's also something to the right that I wanted to look at.
What says?
right
Osco
there.
says.
Something
Okay.
that looks
Oh.
dead.
Oh, and it's not a black coral.
Oh, it was a shadow.
Crinoid.
Yeah. I think it might be another umbellula, which is a sea pen, but it's hard to tell.
If I could fly properly, that would help. All right, can zoom in, please.
Yeah, I believe that is an umbellula, or
Oh, that's interesting.
Wow, it's a really good indicator of the current there.
yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Wow, there's a lot right there.
All right, moving on. Catch up.
It's a one little sea pen and a little patch of sand.
Ooh, that's scary. There's something big off to the right.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, another
See.
big bamboo or something?
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, there it is. It looks like,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's what I was seeing in
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Oh, that's cool.
That, oh, let's look at that. It looks like it could have coral on it.
Looks like a turkey.
it does.
I mean,
Okay, that-
We can zoom in a bit, please.
oh, that is beautiful.
Oh, why can't I use, there we go.
Nice shot.
I wonder how old these sponges are. Looks like a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does on the other side.
Can we see it from the other side, maybe?
I can try, sure. I was getting a little behind, but I'll have to, I can just catch up on it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's too gorgeous of a sponge to skip. We must see this. That's just beautiful.
We'll zoom in, please.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's really cool.
So it does have something on it.
Yeah, it does have some coral or something.
What is that? That small little...
Oh, and a squat lobster.
so tiny.
It does look like, so it's got black coral on it.
Well,
That
Wow.
must be an
That's
old
really beautiful.
sponge.
yeah, it's an old sponge.
Hola.
Okay, look on my please.
Yeah, thank you. That was great.
Okay.
That was nice.
So to
Thank
just
you.
kinda
So
go-
we're
go
happy
figure
That was
out
a really
what's
cool shot from Atalantis,
Yeah.
too.
going up this easier slope here, like this. Sorry, you keep looking over and I'm like, do you need anything?
No, I'd like to, you know.
Look over here,
I wanna
yeah.
know where we're going.
Yeah. There's like this cool steep part if you were interested, but
Okay, come up a little bit.
just what I was floating out there.
Sure.
whatever the back row likes.
Yeah, whatever's cool.
Yeah,
Let's
just keep going up the slope.
Yeah, I'm hoping to have some more diverse things up here. So
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
why I
there's
tried to
another
cover
little
ground.
sponge.
Like diverse rocks, or
Yes,
Oh my
there's
God.
going to be some more diverse rocks. Same color.
It's a whole different geochemistry.
So
You
there's
can't tell a rock by
sponges
its
and
color.
Oh my goodness.
Crinoids. Wow.
they all tell a story.
Yeah.
Can't be taken for granted.
Yeah.
There it is.
I gave you 3 beats and nobody else jumped on it. So.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Oh,
What?
What's
Well,
happening here?
there's something on it.
The sound.
Yeah. Yeah. Or something more.
This landscape looks pretty interesting.
Oh.
So these are all sheets and then like little pukas or divots of sand?
Yeah.
What is that just some sand?
I think
Right?
just a peduncle maybe, or just a hold fast.
Yeah, just looked weird.
Yeah, Emma, my nickname when I was at the Coast Guard Academy was Doc Rock.
Dot rock.
Well, because I gave them a rock for their capstone activity in the class.
Really?
That they had to write a story about it based on geology.
The cadets did?
Yeah,
How'd they do?
they did great.
Creative?
Oh, very creative. I mean, they were based on science and everything.
What was your favorite rock story about?
Oh, I can't remember. That's ages ago.
So then they maybe weren't that good.
No, they were great. Much better than they are now.
Oh, dang.
Snap.
Let's get a zoom on this.
Sure.
I think it's coral or bamboo.
Maybe.
What do you think?
That's why I want to get a zoom.
Yeah.
Zoom in, please. I get it from the
It
other
looks
side.
like
Yep.
a backwards
Bamboo.
question mark. Very nice.
Wait, is it?
What's...
Am I seeing things?
Oh, and there's a little shrimp on the bottom, or
Maybe
the
it's not,
base.
actually.
I think it might be a primnoid.
Yeah.
I was hallucinating nodes.
So is a backward question mark an answer mark?
That's a good question.
Or a good answer.
What? Oh. that was good.
Solid.
That was pretty good.
Solid like a